Hi everybody, it's the Universal Critic. I talk about whatever I want, whenever I want. And today I'm reviewing the Joseph Gordon-Levitt thriller Premium Rush. What's it about? It stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt as a bike courier named Wiley, who one day on his last run of the day gets a package to deliver, nothing out of the ordinary, until a guy played by Michael Shannon approaches him and demands it back. When Wiley says no, what ensues is a huge, thrilling chase throughout New York City. So how was the film? Well, it was really good. It did feel a little familiar though. Let's see, the whole the thing with the package being like a MacGuffin and the ordinary person thrown into the extraordinary scenario thing was very reminiscent of Alfred Hitchcock. I like that, but there's also a lot of Quentin Tarantino in this film. For one thing, it keeps flashing back to earlier scenes to explain the whole story. Sort of told out of order there, kind of like Pulp Fiction. Was as good as Pulp Fiction or any Alfred Hitchcock movies? No. But it was a very fun movie. Joseph Gordon-Levitt does an excellent job, and you really care about what happens to him. Michael Shannon, on the other hand, I wasn't crazy about him. I think they got him because Steve Buscemi wasn't available. Watch the movie and you'll see what I'm talking about. Not that Michael Shannon's a bad actor, I just thought Steve Buscemi would have worked a little better in the role. The rest of the supporting cast does pretty well. I mean, they don't really stand out, but one thing I did like was how diverse the cast was. I mean, it wasn't just the typical whitewashed Hollywood movie. It was, there were white, black, Asian, Indian, Asian. It was very diverse. I kind of liked that. Gave a little bit of diversity to it. One thing I really want to talk about in this movie is for those of you who saw The Dark Knight Rises. Okay, let me make it clear. There are spoilers ahead for The Dark Knight Rises. If you have not seen that movie, turn this video off right now. Okay? If you're still here, then obviously you've seen the movie or you just don't care. Yeah, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character it turns out in The Dark Knight Rises was actually Robin. Or at least he's going to become Robin. Or Nightwing. And there's talk of him getting a spin-off movie, but the problem with that is he's never been able to he's never had a major hit all on his own where he was the lead character, let alone an action movie or otherwise. So if you guys want to see a Robin or Nightwing spin-offs, you better start by seeing this movie. Yeah, otherwise we're probably never going to see that. So on the other hand, if you hate the character, you probably don't want to see his movie, because if it makes money, he may get a spin-off. I'm not saying this will guarantee we get a Robin or Nightwing spin-off, but you should. So Premium Rush I recommend it. It's not only a fun movie, but if you ever want to see a Robin or Nightwing movie, you have to see this movie. That and the upcoming movie Looper, which also has Joseph Gordon-Levitt. So overall, Premium Rush is a fun movie. See it if you want to see a good movie. See it if you want to get a Robin movie. That's all I can say about it. I'm the Universal Critic. I talk about whatever I want, whenever I want. Goodbye.